So I've come to the conclusion.
So we've got Alan here to do the spark plugs. He's an expert on doing most spark plugs, not all.
Yeah, last time I got 5 out of my 6. Pretty good. Not bad, not a bad record, you know.
Yeah, that's actually really common with 6 cylinders. Because when I was getting my GTR mapped, Iran, the guy who was doing it, he was like, "Oh, we better put in new spark plugs, you know, before we make all this power." I was like, "Yeah, good idea." It's mad the stuff you have to tell people to do, like, you know, it's like, yeah, I got a 4-wheel rebuild and they put this old spark plugs in it. But and not only that, he's like, I bet I know what's going to happen here. He's like, here's the 5, number 6, I bet it's going to be a different brand. And he's like, it was. He's like, yeah, no one ever changes that one. That one could have been as old as the car. Yeah, so you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Is it the back one that was the bad?
It's the back one I completely forgot, I had it all back together and then boom, one extra spark plug.
So apparently, what you do with this,
just drop the engine.
is just take the engine out, It takes no more. The Subaru charges $400 for this, to do spark plugs on the Subaru.
Wow.
So apparently what you need to do is take the airbox off.
Big job.
Dismount the ECU so you can just put it up out of the way and then you should be able, like, I can touch them already. You can touch the leads.
Actually, I bought
Oh yeah, I was going to say flashlight would be good. Yeah, so you can see they're just down there. Not too bad.
Oh yeah.
As long as I have the swivel heads, I'm not 100% sure if I do though. For the other side, I think you need the swivel head.
Your bulk is going to get kind of in the way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why you need kind of the right length of extension. Yeah, so these are all the tools that we needed to get the job done. You need a screwdriver to take off the air intake. You'll need these smaller ratchets for the coil packs. You'll need a couple of 10s. We ended up using the short and the long one. And then we also the 8 we needed for the air intake pipe, but you don't actually need to take that off, so you don't really need that. Was it tin walled 14 mil?
Tin wall 14, yeah.
Yeah, it's really handy. I think you would get away with a bigger wall, but he had that one from BMW, so it's the same. If anyone has gone from one car to the other, it's actually a pretty common thing that people do, like BMW, Subarus.
Yeah, I've heard them go in the right direction.
Yeah, well, I've seen people go the other way. This was a lifesaver, so yeah, definitely bendy joint, and you're going to need that for on a bigger size as well for taking off this spark plug. It'll need to be the same. And then just a couple extra extensions all made it easier, and you saw how we use them. And then this was a big lifesaver, the bungee cord.
I'd recommend
for holding up the ECU. It just meant hopefully did no damage. We didn't start the car yet. And then you need 4 NGK Iridium spark plugs. They are, what's the number?
Sorry.
Oh, you're right. So that's the part number on them. That's the one that everyone recommends, and they were like $70, $80, so not too bad. And yeah, that should be it.
So, top tip, buy yourself cheap tools, replace whatever breaks with expensive ones, because they're the ones that you use the most.
Very good point. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, so like if you're looking to get started, like it's the silver set that we're using because it has the extension that we needed. We have these fancy Stanley ones, but the Amazon Basic one has come in handy as well.
Basically fixed most of my car with an Amazon Basics one, so I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
The nice cheap,
60 Canadian dollar,
something like that, yeah. Don't support Amazon.
No, don't do that though.
But the other one is a Stanley kit, which is quite nice.
Yeah. But that was only what, 100 and something.
Oh yeah, I actually can't remember.
If you're Canadian Tire, keep an eye out. We both got our socket sets for like nothing. So that is the other option too, and it's the same in Ireland and England. Halford's Professional is pretty good. You have those as well at home, don't you? Did you ever?
I've never actually used them.
I have them. They have a lifetime warranty, so.
Oh. Anything with a lifetime warranty, yeah.
And you get them in the sale for like half off. They're not worth the price they're advertised at, but they're worth more than what they sell them at the sale price. So, kind of. All right, so this is our first time doing this, so we don't know if we're right. But what I saw on other people's videos on the internet, I didn't find a good video where they actually showed like all the steps. Subi Speed's one is good, but they just talk about like you take out this. But I'm just going to tell you like what you actually need to do in case you're as stupid as I am, and you need to run like how many things is it? And also we'll have a rough idea of the time. say to do it with just average tools. In a car park. So yeah, so you guys got to take these guys off, and they're pretty easy to take off. Just get a flat head. Just be careful with them. Our engine bay is pretty dirty, as they tend to get on Subarus with the scoop. We'll take that out. I like to put shit in the car so they don't. Oh shit!
Wheel shot.
Oh yeah, why am I changing my air filter? I don't need to do that.
Does that need to come out?
This needs to come out, but I think I'll just take off the bracket. So I had this out before. I was out of doing the air filter. So you want to take your map. Am I being stupid? Right, I got the click. You hear the click, and you pull. Yeah, so you're going to take that clip off. That's the only one. They're expensive, so you don't want to mess them up. Then I think it's a 10 mil through there. Actually, I think I have the weirdest socket set in the world where my 10 mil is not a 10 mil. Just to show the people. Right? This says 10 on it. This also says 10 on it. Put that on, fits 10 mil bolt. Put this one on, it's loose as fuck. And it was like that when I got it.
I'd nearly just contact Stanley because they'll send you out.
Yeah, but that's way too loose to use. Though.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because I think if you contact Stanley, they'll replace it. They'll just send you a free one.
Yeah, actually I would do that. Bought a very long time ago.
Yeah, but they have a lifetime warranty, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Show what you're doing there now. Oh yeah, you wanna?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty, top tip.
Yeah. And I just did it wrong.
So
yeah, so there's another 10 mil down here.
first two
there.
Yep.
That should be loose. And then this one down here. It's on a bit of a bushing, so it will be a bit loose. Don't want to look for it to wiggle around like that. Oh man, we're fucking professional, man.
Jesus. Experts are here.
Yeah. You're going to need to take this off anyways to get access, so we might as well do it now. As Alan pointed out. What now?
Silly safety stuff.
Yeah. Hate dealing with engine harnesses. They're always brittle.
Looks like it slides out, I think.
Yeah. Slide
I
forward.
think it slides that way, towards the engine.
Forward, yeah.
I think.
I think it just
popped up.
And there's like there's little dowels or in there.
Get a video of them or picture of it.
Yeah. So you want to get this up out of the way, but be very careful as you damage your harness. You will have a very bad life.
Bye bye, Mr. Engine.
Yeah, you just have gremlins like.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like when I was mapping the skyline, like he was talking about a car he was working on. I think it was a Sylvia or 1.8, like a drift car, and he ran like built the engine shit itself on the dyno.
Oh.
Built another engine, it shit itself on the first track day.
Oh.
And or no, shit itself on the track day. It might just shit itself once, but yeah. So they were trying to figure out what was going on. Anyways, they replacing so many parts, and your man was like suicidal, like pretty much at this point, understandably. And or it might have been the same guy, but yeah, he was the guy who was mapping the car. Is like, what parts are used on the car? He's like, the harness. The harness is the only part that's used at this point. He's like, could be the harness. So they were like, they went in the car on the dyno and they were shaking the engine harness, and only when they did that then they realised, yeah, there was something on the engine harness that was like fucking just that was shorting out, and then he's like, yeah, just fucking replace the harness.
That's a killer.
That
Not an easy job either.
No, I mean it had already been, it was an aftermarket like standalone like fancy one. But so we're just gonna hang this up.
Look at hanging up your.
That's. So if you want to make the car go pure fast, you can put these in a different order on the way back in. Yeah, so you just need to put your socket in there. This is what we're using. We got 14, we have to go on a road trip, short extension, and that should be good enough.
I don't know if you need a tin wall, but that's a tin wall 14.
It is. That's right. Also glad I'm doing this while the old bumper's on, because you just don't have to worry about it.
I think that one's like a super fancy one as well that has a magnet in it.
Also, it doesn't even have the rubber thing.
Yeah, I think it's a magnet.
That's really nice.
BMW don't half-arse things, you know. Tell you why.
There's the culprit. They don't look super old in fairness, but do they? Yeah, it's always
Not bad.
not bad. What does that mean?
Seen worse.
Yeah. You have to smell it. Otherwise people won't know that you know stuff.
Yeah. Give no lick.
Took it out, you can see pretty old, so they say to do these on these 60,000 miles or every 60 months, something like that. So I think this engine has 90,000 kilometers on it now. It's 10,000 less than the car. And so it's probably going to go soon.
Freshly rebuilt. Gotta love that Subaru.
But yeah, so and then I usually just stick her on there, you know.
Sticker on.
And then
ratchet.
get your rattle gun straight away and just fucking
Hammer it on as hard as it'll go.
yeah. Also, I don't have a torque wrench, but YOLO. I assume you don't have one, do you?
No.
Waste time.
That's not really helpful. Oh, it's helpful to video.
Yeah. See, I always hand tighten them. In case you didn't know, that rattle gun thing was a joke. If you feel any sort of resistance while you're doing this is one thing to be double, triple sure. If it's your first time doing it, like, do not risk cross-threading it.
I tend to start threading it backwards first
Oh, good idea.
to grab the threads correctly.
Good man.
And go the right direction.
That's a good tip. Remember then. Yeah, just make sure you're right. Now this is the easiest one, so
Oh yes. Yeah. Fuck it for that.
yeah. I don't know what our time situation is because we have to go on a bit of a spin.
About 40-minute round trip.
Yeah.
But good news, I saw a dog. So that was fun.
Tight is tight enough.
Yeah, and I think that's all you want to
It's all
release.
around really, yeah.
You don't want to well him in either, do you?
No. And then hopefully, so yeah, you just want to. I just throw the camera down there, Adam. But
Or they go upside down there.
I don't. Just want to show like you will need to take your coil packs out of the way and just keep them out of the way.
So there's the two.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're showing up on camera too well.
Not too bad, yeah.
Hey, oh, there's one.
Yeah.
There's two.
Cool zoom.
Yeah. Look at this, all sorts of.
Yeah. See.
Oh, small.
Wire.
Far away.
So we'll give the second one a go.
You might need a little
We need to go in.
job, do we?
Or just need to go in
Oh,
steps.
Yeah. Oh, they're in quite deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if a wiggle will help here, just because I'm going to avoid it because I will have the torque.
Yeah.
They're a bit shit that way. Oh, I'm doing the wrong way. And yeah, just give yourself plenty of room so that you can be. You don't want to try not to smash your hand on stuff. And then once you get her loose. And there we go. Yeah, so you just, there's plenty of room. Nothing too crazy, but that is exactly the right size you'd want, so I don't know what that is.
How many
Quarter
inches are we?
about 6 and
6/4 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Spark
right.
plug.
Check the size of the length of the spark plug. For the length of the scale. For the extension.
Oh, alright. It's one spark plug. One spark plug length.
One spark plug length of an extension is what you need. There you go, Bob's Michael.
And then, yeah, so you just want to put those in. And it's just, they'll kind of pop on over the, if you don't know, they like literally go on there like that inside your engine, so you need to go. Chances of someone probably who's never done spark plugs doing them on a Subaru first, probably unlikely, but
Yeah.
unless they hate their life.
Easiest job in the world.
That's really good because your chances of damaging the harness are a lot less.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be messing around with that constantly. So bungee cord, I have some in the house, but
Yeah, I just keep two in my
We'll get
toolbox
some for the car.
Very handy for doing brakes and stuff.
Yeah, they're very handy.
Just a pop-in job.
Yeah, there's little like legs on these. Dowels, I guess you call them. And then slot it in. So
I'm not going anywhere.
no, I think it's an off. It's a bit of a rectangle.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're good, alright?
I think you have it.
Yeah, try your bolts. Nuts back on. These boys.
There's a
Sensor
10.
on. Sensor on. Don't forget to do that. Hear the click. Pretty nice setup for a stock car. They have a good cold air intake on it. Yeah. So you just got these, and you know you want to kind of put them in off center or off at an angle, so you push them in. One of those things you get a bit used to. But yeah, so that's one side done. So yeah, do you want to do half of it? That's how you do half of it.
Yeah, I suppose.
You have to do this for some reason.
That is weird, yeah.
This is the correct tool for this. Actually, it's kind of handy because it keeps it up out of the way. Probably needed deep.
So I've come to the conclusion.
Yeah, take your battery out, then you should have pretty good access. This one is definitely a little bit further. I'd say your looks. Oh, the rail should be symmetrical, so I think you just have a little less access there. Ahead on that one, but yeah, you just come around. Repeat what you did on the other side. Fuck, it is the long bolt.
Is it?
Scheiße. That was actually kind of probably one reason, because it actually makes sense. Because like this is the bit that is locked.
It is dirty as well. At the same point.
There's probably very little
Shit.
grabbing it. Oh well.
Do you want to change it?
Better, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, there's probably very little tread on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would be fine, but what would you do?
I'd probably change it because it would annoy me.
It would just annoy me, yeah. Fuck it. Wish we thought of that, and then just been like, oh, we could do the other side, I don't know for sure. But we were pretty confident.
Whose fucking idea was it to put all the shit back on as well? Like?
Yeah, I know.
Turns out we put the wrong bolt in. It's the long one that goes into the coil pack, not the short one. Short one's for the ECU. So we had to go back and take some of it out again.
Yeah.
And so
Not too
wasted
bad,
some
though.
time.
Yeah.
But
Alan's doing it while I'm doing this side, so yeah, you'll see we're doing both sides now. We probably could have done this from the start, but Alan was doing a really good job videoing, so.
that's what he's paying me for.
Yeah. Paying him what him giving me tools. Paying him what the gift of working on cars.
Gift of
at least we're
shite
inside.
working on boxers, yeah.
Yeah, so this side is a little bit worse for access. I didn't use the joint for breaking it off. Hopefully I won't have to do it on the back, but breaking the loose bit just makes taking it out a lot easier because this gets in your way and you can only do like quarter turns. This is just the way that seems to miss the most amount of shit. Yeah, I guess that's it for that side. And let's see how we get on the back. Yeah, so ran into a small problem. I'll just show you here, Alan. You can see I snagged up this AC line a bit. So if you leave the short extension on here, say, you leave it on like that, and then you have your joint after this. That's how you do it at the start. It's a good way to do it. You're going to get to the point where this joint is going to start hitting up against the line as the spark plug actually backs out. So, it has to come out the length of your thread. So it just seems to be, if you swap it around, it's now out far enough that you don't need this full length. You probably don't need the two black ones, but if you have them, it'll help you. And then you kind of want to come in there, and now you have a nice little wiggle, and then you're on, and you're fucking flying. So not too bad. And yeah, that should be it now. I'm going to see actually if the memory is gone on the service thing, and I'm just going to put that in as well, so that I put my oil back on and my oil reminder. Give her a start up, see how she goes. It's on. Check engine light. Okay, we're going to try start it again. Map is on now. It's still on, but it probably just needs to reset or whatever.
Can you hear it?
I have it. Dan has my tool actually. Pull the battery.
Take out the battery?
Just take one of the terminals off.
Yeah.
I think this thing actually. Oh yeah, okay, so I did remember the engine oil. So yeah, he's going to pop the battery off. I'm going to put in my date. They actually did remember the thing, so we didn't need to take note of it.
I'm good to...
Yeah, if it goes, it goes. It doesn't matter. Do this again. Oh yeah, we're all good.
Aha, great success!
I wonder actually, I was just wondering, could you clear codes on the cob? I'm going to check that now. Oh yeah, could have done it on here. Huh, cool. Yeah, so you got a little recodes and all that shit, so. We did it the dumb way, we took the battery out. But if you have a cob, you can actually just clear the codes. And I have it mounted there and I never use it because it's so cool. Everyone has to know that my car is modified, man.
Pretty gnarly now.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah. Smash it. We're out of battery, so that was it. Chat to you later, you shower of